Hello, good morning. Time for your business update. My name is Darryl Kwao. There are calls for government to review requirements for indigenous companies that want a stake in the oil blocks which are being allocated. Local players are expected to provide 5% capital before they are allowed to partner with an international firm to acquire an oil block. However, getting companies to raise such capital has become a challenge for the country. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Chairman of the Public Interest and Accountability Committee, Dr. Steve Mantiao, called for a downward review of the requirement.
Science tells me that we may have to revise that 5% threshold. We are not under any obligation to impose a threshold that we know we cannot meet as part of the pre-qualification or as part of the award processes for contracts in the oil and gas sector. It's for me symptomatic of how we do target setting in this country. Most of the times they appear as guesswork, because if we have done proper due diligence, it should have become known to us long ago that the 5% capital requirement for Ghanaian participation in any block was overly too high, and that we could have actually staggered it, that perhaps within the first 10 years we'll be aiming at 2%, and then beyond, when companies have been incapacitated enough, we now move up the threshold to about 5%. So definitely, yes, to your question, I think it becomes very necessary to revise the 5% requirement for indigenous Ghanaian company participation in blocks in the oil industry.
Now, Information Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah has hinted the media budget review will focus on revenue mobilization. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is expected to present the media review on Monday, the 29th of July. It is not clear if Mr. Ofori-Atta will be asking for more money, cut down on projects, or introduce new taxes. But ahead of the presentation, Mr. Oppong-Nkrumah says government will lay out ways of generating revenue to augment its resources in order to fund outstanding programs and policies.
Now, the administration believes that it's steadily executing its commitment to Ghanaians, and that this mid-year budget review will afford it the unique opportunity to take a second look at revenue availability to execute the remaining programs, key among them being infrastructure. And that's why revenue mobilization, which was highlighted in the 2019 budget, will remain a key feature in the mid-year review. The objective will be to ensure that government mobilizes enough resources to fully deliver on its outstanding commitments. It's refreshing to see the vigor with which Ghanaians have responded to the President's call to be citizens and not spectators. And as a result, you note that Ghanaians always call on government to deliver on this or deliver on that now. I'm sure you see all the hashtags, deliver on this now, deliver on that now. This same vigor will hopefully be translated into our revenue mobilization efforts to ensure that we fully fund and fully execute the outstanding programs in the medium term. Additionally, government is also commencing efforts to cut avoidable expenses. Key among them is ongoing work on cutting out capacity charges for power that we don't consume.
All right, and that's the latest in business. It's back to you, Bernice.
Thank you very much, Darryl. Coming up shortly in sports, Total 2019 AFCON champions Algeria have been lauded for ending the country's 27-year wait for the title again. We've got details to stay.